So there's a big shift in politics in France right now. The current president slash prime minister, head of state, Emmanuel Macron, may not be there much longer. Back in April, Carlos Tavares got a huge $40-something million bonus, I guess. Okay. And the people, the French government had to come out and say, hey, wait a minute. Compensation not normal. Well, you don't say. You mean that was a ton of money that normal people wouldn't have got? No, really?
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent.
Now, why this is interesting is this came out from Paris. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares' 2021 pay drew an angry response from some trade unions days ahead of a French presidential vote fought largely over cost of living concerns. Because the things in France, the same issues that we're having here with inflation, and I'm not going to get into American politics, but I can just tell you the same way that I pay almost $5 a gallon for a gallon of gasoline and several dollars for eggs that used to be, $1.20, whatever it was. Now I'm paying like $5 for these same eggs, $6 for a gallon of milk. Like, I didn't move to Hawaii. Why the hell am I paying that? The people in France are seeing the same thing. Now, France is not like it is here. Like, they get an entire month of vacation. And I'm not poo-pooing on Europeans, period, because I know that's what I'm getting the comments. But with the political landscape outside of the presidential election, and now the parties and who is now coming into power into France, Stellantis could be having some problems. Because the people in France are like, we're tired of this shit. Why are these big, massive corporations getting all of this money? Tell me whether you've heard this before. Why are these big, massive corporations getting all this money? Why are these executives getting these 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 million dollar bonuses and the people are getting the crumbs? Where have we heard this before? I know you've heard it before, right? Does it sound familiar? Yeah. Well, the people have had enough, evidently, and they have voted in the opposition party over there in France, and they have to coalesce and form a government. And what's interesting to me is the government that forms is probably not going to be Stellantis friendly. And that's taking it lightly. I thought it was extremely interesting, and it will be interesting to see how Carlos Tavares navigates that entire disaster. Because it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if the French government starts to flip on Stellantis like the Italian government has done. And hey, they've done everything they can do at Stellantis to try to push their way and get their way here out of America, keep the American brands, but just get themselves out of here in any way, shape, or form, or cut costs at every corner they can. They've done the same thing in Italy. Italy said, you're not bringing in Fiats with the Italian flag on it and you're manufacturing them shits in Poland. We're not doing that. And I think it's going to come down to something similar in France, which is crazy. With Peugeot and everything else, it's going to be crazy to see how the political landscape could literally flip and change how Stellantis operates. I'm not going to tell you that because of the political changes in France that all of a sudden the Hemis are coming back and Hellcat. That's not happening. Not in the immediate future. But could I see a possibility where different political shakeups have happened in the UK, France, and then here at home in the United States, that things change and they focus more on, doing things for home country economies and things of that nature, yeah, I could see it. It could happen. But I'd love to know what you guys think. I don't know if you guys watch the news or get into any of that stuff when it comes to international things, but I thought it was very interesting to see the board of directors at Stellantis. There's already rumblings like, oh, this might not be good. What are they going to do when they come into power? Could we blah, blah, blah? Like, I think it's funny to me to watch people like that squirm. But it's also funny to me to watch them try to make financial decisions off of it. It literally goes to show what kind of company Stellantis is. They were so quick to make all these rash decisions. And as quick as the EV phase was here and everybody's like, yeah, electric vehicles. And I'm not saying electric vehicles are going away. They're not. But as quick as they were like, all these companies, we're going to do it. We're going to push all the brands. They're all going to be electric. To now EVs suck. Nobody wants them. They can't freaking sell them. They're expensive as shit to replace the batteries. Nobody wants that crap. And now Stellantis, because they're so hard-headed, and Tavares has already admitted his arrogance, that they don't change course. Build hybrids, build 5.7 liter Hemi e-torques and put them in cars and trucks. The stuff that is going on now is literally just a board of directors and a CEO that can't admit they're wrong. And what's going to happen is it will end up being taken away from them to admit they're wrong, and governments are going to put external pressure on that company, where two things are going to happen. You're either going to get with the mother effing program and put out products that are competitive, like your dealers have been telling you, that customers want, or two, you'll go bankrupt. And then everybody will be picking you like vultures and snapping up brands. And personally, you could go bankrupt for all I give a shit. I don't care. If you did go bankrupt and Dodge and Ram and Chrysler were available, I'm sure an American equity company would love to snap that up. Just saying. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.